All right, YouTube family. So in case you didn't hear that Donald Trump, Mr. Trump, okay, is going to give each taxpayer in America $5,000 a stimmy. So you know how Biden gave everybody $800, all right, to stimulate the economy, but Biden, they printed the money to give back to the American people. Well, as for Donald Trump, they actually, you know how he came out with the Department of, Doge. So they were able to save $2 trillion. And they decided to take that $2 trillion and take 20% of that and give it back to the American people, man. For every single one of you who file your taxes, who pay taxes, okay? They are going to give you $5,000 back, and that is going to stimulate the economy. My question to you is, what are you going to do with that $5,000? They didn't print it. They did not print more money. They're able to save money and then able to take a little bit of that saving and give it back to the hard-working American, okay? So you can check my facts, but my question is, what will you do with it? That's the question, okay? Because you can either turn that 5,000 into zero, okay, and go buy stupid shit with it, or you can take that 5,000 and turn it into $50,000. My question is, which way will you go? All right. So TikTok family, comment and let me know. And a lot of people will be like, well, is it going to be like, well, what if I'm married? What if I, that I'm not 100% sure. What I do know is if you file joint, I would say it's going to be one. Okay, it's going to be one check. Okay. So let me see here. But what other question you guys got? Comment in the chat. TikTok family also too is for those of you who wasn't aware. Okay, I am doing a free live training. It's going to be on a private Zoom class where I'm going to show you exactly how to wholesale real estate, how to get into the game, because I think the next 4 years, okay, it's going to be the best 4 years that you're going to see in real estate. Imagine, because Trump also talks about no property tax, no income tax, no HOA fee. So imagine if you buy a property in Texas or wherever it is, and imagine that you never have to pay property tax on those. And I don't know if you actually know or seen, Elon talks about they tax us on everything we buy. They tax us on everything we sell. And they tax us on everything that we own. And he thought that is ridiculous. And that's why the biggest cost to everybody, the biggest cost is not about inflation. Okay? The biggest cost of your life is tax. That's the biggest cost, because you got to pay that no matter what. Okay? With inflation, you get to choose. Do I want to buy that? Or do I don't want to buy that? Okay? But with tax, you can't get away with it, okay? So my question for you is, are you for it or are you against it? Because I know some of you, man, you are against that, okay? Some of you don't like how they are talking about, giving the refund or giving money back. Because a lot of you are worried, saying that down the road, we would have to pay that back in some way, somehow. Listen, inflation is going to go up. Okay? Inflation is going to go up, man. Okay? But the only thing that you need to worry about is how can you increase your skill set? How can you increase your income to hedge against inflation? And a lot of you are in a position where inflation has gone up over time, but your skill set has remained the same. And that is your problem. You need to learn how to earn more money, how to make more money. Okay? Because so my question to you is, if you're able to make $20,000 or $25,000 a month, let's just say $25,000 a month, would you care about inflation? Would you care? So if you make $25,000 a month, would you care if gas price is at $6 a gallon? Would you care if you have to pay more for grocery? I can tell you right now that Trump's talking about, not having no income tax. So imagine you don't have to pay 25 or 30% on your income tax. I don't know about you, but I ain't spending $250,000 on food, grocery, gas per year. So if I can save that $250,000 and if I get to choose what I want to do with it, it's better than, hey, no matter how much it is, dude, you're paying 25, 30, 40% to Uncle Sam. Okay? So what you need to focus on is a lot of you need to take your attention and focus on how can I learn a skill set that can make me more money. And I want you to understand it's not how hard you work, but it's what you do for work that will make you rich. I spent 8 years working at a job. Finally, after 6 years, I was able to make $30,000 a year. So how did I went from making $30,000 a year to now making $30,000 in less than a week? And I work way less than when I used to work. I work way less. Okay? I was working 8 hours a day for somebody else, making someone else's rich. When I could have spent that amount of time, man, working on my own business, carving, learning, and improving my skill set. So, why would they pay someone $25,000 a year to flip a burger? Because everybody can flip a burger. But why would someone get paid $25,000 a month flipping a contract? That's the difference. Okay? Because everybody can flip a burger. You can walk in the street and get anybody to go in and boom, they'll flip a burger. That's why you get paid minimum, because you're doing the bare minimum. Okay? You're doing what 99% of the people can do. So, which means the more valuable you become to the marketplace, the more money you get to make. Right? So flipping a contract is completely different, which is, I'm talking about wholesaling real estate. Where I can show you how to go out there, find a distressed property, okay, with a motivated seller. For those of you who don't know what that means, distressed property are typically rundown houses that needs work. With a motivated seller, which means they have a motivation to get rid of the property. They're not looking to get retail value for the property. They're looking to dump the property. Maybe they're in pre-foreclosure. Maybe they have a tax delinquents. Maybe they're in a divorce. Maybe they just inherit the property. Maybe they're a tire landlord, and so many other reasons that they will want to sell it at a discount. And I'm going to show you how do you find those people. The next thing is I'll show you how to negotiate with those people, right? How do you convince them to drop their price 30, 40, 50% under market value so you can lock it up under contract that allows you to now sell that piece of paper, that contract over to somebody else for 20, 30, 40, 50, even $100,000. My biggest wholesale deal was $212,000. We did that within, I think, less than 30 days. $212,000, less than 30 days, single family home. How much work did I put in? Not a whole lot. How much money did I came out of pocket? Not a whole lot. It cost me $250 to tie that property under contract. And that, my friend, you call the earnest money deposit. And then I found an investor within like 10 days or so. And we closed that thing in another 15 days. Okay? And that, my friend, is called wholesaling real estate. No buying, no fixing, no license needed. Works in any city, any states. And all you need is a laptop, a phone, internet connection, and that's it. So if you're interested and want to learn to increase your skill set, and this is something you can do part-time. You don't have to go all in, because I know some of you have a job. This is something you can do on the side. 1 or 2 hours a day or just a weekend. So if you're interested, YouTube family, I'll put the link in the descriptions. You can sign up, join me on a private Zoom class where I'll show you the game completely for free. I want you to understand, though, the knowledge is free, but the hustle is sold separately. You will have to put in the work because nothing works if you don't. So you have the work ethic, you have the commitment, you have the drive, and you're ready to take on a new venture. Increase your income, increase your skill set. Click the link in the description. I'll see you in class. All right? So for TikTok family, all you need to do is check the link in my bio. All right? The link will be in my bio. My hair is so weird today. All right? So check the link in my bio. Okay? Should I network buyers without leads? Yeah, man. I mean, you can start building up your cash buyers list without having a deal under contract. Okay? That's called reverse wholesaling, which means you find the buyer first, and then you figure out what your buyer wants. Then you find the deals. Then you start marketing, all right, in that specific area. Okay, because now you know what your buyer wants. Okay, and then you go and find the deal. And I know some of you asked me, so Khang, which way should we go first? Should we find the seller and then the buyer, or should we find the buyer and then the deal? I would say that you can do both. Which means what I would do is I would figure out what market I want to go in. Typically, it's your own backyard, okay, that you want to dominate. Then you figure out, hey, what type of marketing do I want? I want a cold call. I want to do SMS. Do I want to send direct mail? Do I want to drive for dollars? And then you go in, you find the seller, and at the same time, you can start posting ad on Craigslist. You can go on Facebook Marketplace. You can join, other Facebook group and so start building your cash buyers list at the same time. So it's not like one or the other. You can do both. Like, it doesn't take you much just to put an ad on Craigslist or an ad on Facebook Marketplace. Say, hey, looking for cash buyer, got a deal under contract. Even though you don't have a deal, just say you have a deal under contract, pennies on the dollar, ARV, 200,000. You can buy for 120, 115. Dude, that thing, people will call you off the hook, and then you just put them on your list. So you can do both. Okay? But I will share with you more, and I will give you all the sauce, all the secrets on how I would do it in 2025 to crush your competition, to stand out, to get a deal under contract in the next 30 days or sooner, and then starting to do one wholesale deal a month. Once again, if that's something you're interested in YouTube, click the link below. I'll see you in class, and let's go get this money.